look over one of my videos and try to do an intro video. So welcome to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. First of all, I want to welcome new viewers, and I think we're going to have some more viewers because I just started a Twitter account, so welcome. And you may find that the facts are kind of fast right now, but I will throw in some references, and I will throw in small reviews as we go, and I will also reference older videos that you can access those older videos by going to my channel and putting the subject or the title that I give you in the search box. So the video we're going to watch is where I draw Isis and the Harpo child. So that's going to be going on in the background. All right, while you watch. So I just want to welcome you and tell you that just hang in there, and you will get brought up to speed on the concepts little by little. And I'm going to so just don't get turned off. Don't go away just because things might go a little fast at first. I also want to tell you that I am not Christian, Hindu, Gnostic, Egyptian, or an insider. And I also want to say that Joshua was also not any of these things. I don't belong to any clubs. I have compassion and understanding for people who are in these clubs. I was raised Christian Catholic. I went to church at least once a week, and I was fairly devout. I think I have many past lifetimes as a nun or Christian Catholic. So for me, when I started to do research that was outside of the realm of the Vatican, I had a lot of fear, and I actually thought like lightning was going to strike me. And there were a few times where I went outside and burned all the books that I had collected. And so I struggled with this, and I know that that you will struggle with these things too, or you have been struggling with them. But we do need to research outside of what the Vatican or other church or academics would allow us to research. And when you do that, you will find that you are basically like tearing down kind of walls of brainwashing. So, and this can cause stress. And what can happen is that you can have anger from this stress. And what I want to share about my journey is that there came different points of like heightened points of stress to where certain mountains of brainwashing came crumbling down, and I would even just kind of go into a psychological stupor where I really couldn't handle any more information, and kind of went through sort of a numb depression of sorts, like for about 4 months before I could pick up a book and go forward again. And so I just want to tell you that when the brainwashing is challenged, it is psychologically challenging for anybody. And so you need to have compassion with yourself and understand the process, and especially you need to understand that you will possibly have a tendency to be angry with the messenger. So one way that I found to kind of get through that psychological shock is to realize that I'm going to pause this video so that it can load while I talk. So it's going to load, and then I'll show you. It's supposed to be a time lapse of Isis and the Holy Child in Philadelphia. Okay, well, now I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, I know. The way to handle your psychological shock is to realize that whatever is really, really true, whatever is very dear to your heart, cannot be taken away. It might have different names. It might have different dates. The stories of the Bible might have been twisted and turned, but we can find out why they were twisted and turned and how they were twisted and turned. But the things that are most dear to you, which is your faith in what is good and what is right, and your feeling inside your heart about that, probably that God is love. I imagine that most people make those associations. Those things can't be taken away from you. And I also don't think that even the teacher of righteousness, even if they have the wrong dates and names for that person, the teacher of righteousness can't be taken away from you. There were teachers of righteousness, and I think they did come more than once, because my theory is that a teacher of righteousness who was evolved and loving would not just come to one group of people, and then because that would cause hierarchy among the natives. So I do have some different views, and so I just want to prepare you for that and invite you to steady yourself from within and then we can go together and we can start to unwind. I think of these tangles that the academia and the Vatican has left for us. I think of those as like Christmas lights, and they're all tangled up, and we need to untangle them. So that is what we're going to do here, and I'm not going to say that I'm going to do it perfectly. I'm going to, probably make mistakes. I do reject academia as well as mainstream religion, and so we do need to honestly look at the clues and kind of feel our way in the dark as we go through and try to figure out what we can keep and what needs to be sorted, what needs to go in the maybe box over here, what needs to go in the maybe box over there, and that's basically the process that we're going through right here. So let's see, I welcome you, and I ask you, please don't be angry with me, even though the material may be disorienting and against some of the brainwashing that we have all endured. Okay, so I also don't claim to be right all the time. I make mistakes. Sometimes I just say things backwards of how even I wish to say them, and I do this in real life too, and my kids love to make fun of me for that. So sometimes I'm able to edit that out, sometimes I miss it, sometimes I can't, get to all the editing. Let's see, so I also, yes, I reject academia. I have some notes here. I do believe that they twisted the information, and so we can find some clues in academia, but I just want to let you know, you will not impress me with your degrees, books, or travel unless you understand the distorting role of academia. Also, if you do have angry remarks that you wish to leave, I ask you to take a deep breath and allow yourself to realize that I have done a lot of independent, non-academic research. That means books and things that are not endorsed by academia. And I feel lucky that I've had time to do this, and I realize that a lot of people haven't had time to do this, and so I wish to share this with people who haven't had time. I understand people have to struggle, they have to work, I have kids, we all don't have time to. And then plus we wasted so much time in public school or private school, depending on where you went to school. We wasted a lot of time that we could have been studying something legitimately. So I just want to share with you what I have learned, and I'm not saying that I'm right all the time, and most of the time I do project things as theories, although I do have my little soapboxes from time to time. So I ask you to receive this graciously. Please don't leave me angry remarks. Quoting scripture in a condemning way is not going to work for me, and it kind of gives me the message that you're not ready for this material, and I want to keep the comment section clean for people who are ready to discuss things in an open-minded way. So think about that before you leave that kind of a message. All right, so welcome and settle in, play nice. If there are any trolls that I have missed, please tell me. Sometimes I often don't get I don't get message notifications from YouTube, so I do check messages, but it's not every day. And so if you leave me a message and I don't answer you, please leave a message in the comments. Those are also blocked for me sometimes, but sometimes I do see them. So you just keep in mind that I might not be seeing it, and find another way to communicate with me. Blog comments are also, that's hard for me to check on blog comments, and also replying to blog comments is extremely clumsy over there, so that's hard. I do like your comments though, and I will go check them. I have to figure out a way to understand the notification of this. All right, well, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy my channel, and I do love and welcome your friendly comments, and so many of my viewers are very smart and have very good ideas to share. And I look forward to just, walking along this journey with you and sharing things and learning from you as well. All right. Talk to you later. Have a good day.